Austin, would you like to tell us about our encounter of the podcast?
Absolutely. This actually came from Charles Koontz, who's one of our patrons. This is Man in a Shell, which almost sounds like Ghost in a Shell, but I don't think that's going to be quite what it's like. While traveling near the sea, you hear a weak voice call for help. His voice is hoarse and ragged. When you inspect him, he seems to have become trapped in a large shell clamped down on his leg. Ow. The party needs to figure out a way to get the shell to release him from its grip. A straight strength check will be almost impossible with the power this shell clamps down. The shell will release on a DC 15 party check. If all but one successfully meet the DC, they can wedge it open enough to pull his leg out. Other possibilities include a sleep spell to lower the DC to 10. They can try to break out of the shell, but AC 20 immunity to piercing and slashing weapons. So it's very tough. It's a very, very big evil shell.
Well, I don't even know that it's evil. It's just dangerous.
Nah, it's just, yeah.
I'm trying to eat. I think this is cool. Oh, go ahead.
I don't say anything.
I think this is really cool, and I think it makes for a very general, not necessarily a villain encounter, but I think we could add something to it. What if this encounter was at the edge of a low tide and the high tide is coming, and if you can't free this guy at a certain time frame, he drowns?
Yeah, get that other danger in there.
Yeah. Or...
sucks to be this guy.
Yeah, right?
I don't know how you got it. I ask him, like, how'd you get here? How'd you get this happen to you?
I like that once again, I like that it's something that just stabbing and swinging isn't really going to solve the issue. I do like the inclusion of using a spell like sleep to lower the DC as it's the shell's, mouth closes or clamps up or loosens its grip or whatever.
Clams up.
Alternatively, you can bring a maul to the situation because it is not immune to bludgeoning.
Fair enough. Crack it if you can hit that high AC.
I'm just going to beat this clam.
I think, once again, I like this because it seems so just a thing that's passing by, right?
Almost like a random occurrence.
Yes.
How did this happen?
This is a good random encounter, I think. As your players are venturing around, maybe they're in the woods and they're making camp, and somebody's out looking for water, right? And so this guy was out fishing in a river or a lake nearby or something. Wouldn't be a lake. Lakes don't have high tides, but river maybe it gets fuller as the moon moves. I guess I don't know, but I'm not super into the physics behind that. But I do think that it would need something a little more to heighten the danger. Maybe if you do have people that are in combat, that like combat, this poor guy is being circled by like sharks or something in like a few feet of water or something.
More clams.
More clams.
They're all about to snack on them.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What would you do to really? What do you think about this? And what would you do to heighten the risk, I guess, or the tension? Heighten the tension.
I'd go with more clams. There's not just one clam trying to eat this guy. It's a bunch of clams. They're going to break his body apart.
Or the clams, they'll try to eat the players when they go into the water.
Oh, and then they get caught, and they can't get out. And then the tide is coming in, and they might all drown. I love that.
And then there's a giant whale that's on its way, too. As, like, they're all getting pulled into the water. It's just...
Oh, man, that's some...
And then, if they survive, you can have an entire adventure inside the whale, kind of like a whole megalodon situation or a leviathan.
I like that. I was just thinking Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I like that. I
Definitely had some weird shit. This was a random encounter. Now we have a whole other adventure to go through.
How the hell do we get out of this thing's stomach? Oh, we could try attack it from the inside. It's like giving it a pinprick, dude.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anybody we can count on to be an annoying, give it a prick, would be that prick over there. Point to one of the characters who's a real dick.
Hey!
Oh man! If it's like those whales that catch anything in their teeth, and like occasionally its entire stomach just fills with water.
Yeah.
Man, Sounds like a lot. This went from a very generic kind of random thing to could go a long ways. Oh, what if there's a whirlpool? And the clam is attached to him, and he's being dragged into a whirlpool instead of a high rise. He's being sucked into this thing.
Oh man!
Maybe that whirlpool leads to the elemental plane.
Yeah.
Always fun to have like random natural occurrences, and it's like, oh, this actually led me somewhere. Also, now I'm in the water plane, and I can't breathe. All I see is water and darkness. I'm dying.
Oh man. What if it has a symbiotic relationship? The clam and a water elemental who's stuck. Turns out the whirlpool is a water elemental. The clam captures the stuff, and then he sucks it in, and they share the leftovers.
Oh god, that's so weird.
I'm getting really weird on this. I think that'll do it for the encounter. The man in the shell. That poor guy. Thanks, Charles, for your submission.
Yeah, that guy's fucked. Whatever's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for all your support and watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. We are the hosts of the Crit Academy, a Dungeons and Dragons discussion podcast.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And be sure to ring that bell. Get our latest content as we toss it out there, and it's good stuff.
Everyone loves fat loots and great D&D inspiration. Keep your blade sharp and spells prepared, heroes.